will complete my mission. And if I successfully come back with the data, I'll consider joining Laplace. But I can't make a decision now. I need more time to think. I will stay until my job is done. You don't have to worry about that. That is what Mr. and Mrs. Kozlov and my friends in the circus would all want. It is the right thing to do. If you'll excuse me, I should return to my training. I'll see you later.
Us too. Need to double-check the warehouse inventory. Might find something useful.
Wait! Haven't we done that already? Those...
Alright, we'll let you know if we find anything.
Join them if you want. I have some unfinished business.
Alia! Was that you? Did you just say my name? You weren't up to... Stars. Good. Alia. Happy.
These calculations need to be finished today. The teleport ritual requires the caster to recite the location. It could be understood as calibrating in a way. Let's continue with that thought. The destination must be preset, and the ritual cast through incantation. But the further the distance, the harder it is to stay on target. If only there were an arcane reaction strong enough and unique enough to calibrate to.
What happened? Are you all right, Miss Isabeth?
Was that you? Did you cast that arcane skill just now? No, those energy levels were too high for you, beyond most arcanists. Who was with you just now?
Voyager. She was just trying to make me feel better. Did it interfere with your experiments? I apologize, Miss Isabeth. I promise it won't happen again. She just left. If you want to find her, I'll go with you.
Are you saying she was the one that cast that arcane skill?
Yes. It was so pretty. It was like...
a neutron star. It's a type of highly magnetized star that emits powerful beams that can be traced to show us its precise location. We call them the beacons of space. Such a strong arcane reaction would be so bright that it'd be trivial to locate even from an extreme distance.
I don't know much about space, but it sounds like the difference between finding a star in the sky and looking for the sun. But then the universe is also very big. I imagine if you were looking from far enough away, even the sun would seem small.
Merde, I'm afraid you're right. When comparing all the stars in the observable universe, our sun is far from the largest or brightest, only the closest. We can't assume proximity in our case. But then, there's still got to be a way, no? Before the storm arrives, the levels of arcane energy in all affected areas will be greatly amplified. But what about places that won't be affected? Perhaps then the trick will not be to look for the light in darkness, but for the darkness in the light. Like finding a dim bulb in a string of Christmas lights. If that's the case, I can adjust the portion of runium in order to focus the disc precisely on placets. If this works out, then I guarantee you will arrive home safe and sound.
Understood. Take care.
What are you up to?
I've been communicating with the garrison in Mirny. They've picked up some abnormal critter activity during their patrols. Another batch of residents is set to evacuate too. I'll head over to help them shortly. What about you? Your geological survey? Are you staying at the branch, or will you head back to HQ?
Haven't found anything that's worth digging up yet, but I've decided to give it another try. Should be back here in time for the evacuation. Though I'm hoping to stick around for my little apprentice. She said she'll only give us her decision on joining Laplace once she's back from her mission. I can't wait to hear the good news. You still pretending not to care?
My concern, whether it exists or not, will have no tangible effect on their results. I just hope they don't kill themselves for nothing.
Hisabeth is planning a final teleportation test the day after tomorrow. I'll be observing from the meeting room. You know, the one we always use upstairs? Early in the afternoon.
I'll likely be in Mirny by then.
Hey, Ulrich. We meet again. You look even worse than when we last met.
Ah, Miss Winsong. And Pointer? What have we here? Two of our busiest bees working together in the Plessist branch?
So when is this humanitarian vacation of yours over? Any interest in sparing a little time to watch something fun?
If by something fun you mean Dimitri's party, then thanks, but no thanks.
No, not that. I told you about it before. Hisabeth's teleport disc experiment.
Ah, yes, that one. You know, word of it is already spreading through HQ and all the other branches.
And? What's the impression?
I wouldn't categorize it as good, but it has certainly become a contentious topic.
At least one of the bigwigs is supportive, Madame Lucy. It seems she intends to keep our experiment going either way. She even invited a prominent string theory researcher to HQ. As I said, even if we don't get the results we hoped for, the work itself can be illuminating.
Excuse me, I have obligations to attend to. Let's talk again later.
Blin, I forgot my badge. And Pointer's gone. How am I supposed to get back to the lab? Sorry, Ulrich. Do you mind walking me back? By the way, you didn't answer whether you'll be at Hisabeth's experiment.
I'm ready. Remember to stay within the safe zone. The medical team is helping with the evacuation, so we need to be extra careful this time.
Miss, are you sure I shouldn't be the one doing this? I've mastered my arcane skill. I'll be able to protect myself.
No. Look at all the files here. They might give you a paper cut. It's an unacceptable risk for our astronaut. Even the slightest abrasion could explode under the pressure of liftoff. No need for concern. We've done the simulations and cross-checked the data thoroughly. To aid in the disk's mental preparation, I even read Madame Lucy's speech and some Laplace essays on the scientification of arcane skills.
But...
Kiparina. Take the others behind the blast door. I'll use my arcane skill to protect the field as much as I can. In order to maintain communication, you'll need to stay behind that door, or else the signal will be disrupted. But with my arcane skill, the risk should be minimal.
But if something goes wrong, what will you do?
I will take care of myself. The only thing I ask is that you pay close attention to what I do. Because in the worst-case scenario, if you find yourself out there alone, you'll need to be able to perform this intuitively.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Maybe, but it's still too early to give up, little astronaut.
But...
Enough talking. We don't have time for any dramatic farewells. Wait, whose idea is this? Couldn't be Pointer's. She packs meticulously. Let me guess. Winsome? I knew it. How is she gonna get back into the lab? I'll just have to surprise her with it later.
Where would you place their odds? Perhaps more importantly, is there any guarantee the data they collect will elucidate meaningful truths behind the storm?
You know as well as I do, Laplace hasn't mastered the art of prediction. We don't offer guarantees. Besides, maybe our demon already knows how this all ends, but I'd rather not. Personally, I hate spoilers.
As do I.
Slackers! Slackers!
Yes, I've found the room. Thank you.
Is that Adler?
Mr. Ludwig?
I'm glad to see you're so devoted to our research, and I thank you for your hard work. I'm here to deliver the storm monitor on behalf of Madame Lucy. Given our lack of resources and time, we were forced to modify an existing device to perform as our monitor. It was originally a robotic assistant, something to set daily schedules and work reminders. You already noticed Adler's voice. It's synthetic, of course. His colleagues originally developed this machine for him as a humanitarian gesture. It was trained to mimic his voice, an attempt to keep him social. It ultimately proved ineffective in that role, so now it will serve as our monitor.
I understand. Given the circumstances, recycling resources is wise, though I struggle to see how a robotic assistant could be a humanitarian gesture.
Your appreciation is noted, and I supposed you might. In fact, this vacation Madame Lucy sent you on to Plesetsk is a kind of humanitarian gesture on her part. Perhaps she hopes you'll gain a deeper understanding of the term.
Mind if I take a closer look? Wow, there are a lot of voice packs programmed into this thing. How to temper steel. Madame Lucy's voice, I'd bet. And then what else is here? Sweetheart? The Superstar? Oh, and Sputnik 1, too. Warm and fluffy company? Who could that be?
What a waste of time. Why would a monitor need a critter's voice in space?
Maybe they just put it in for fun. It could be useful to relieve a little stress. Oh, perfect timing. Hisabeth has entered the testing grounds.
Field report. I activated the disc, but it's not working. There must be an error in its incantation. Oh, the indicator is red. So then it must still be accumulating arcane energy. It may be calibrating its position within the range I set. But what about all this excess energy? I worry it might not just transport me, but half the office.
Any last words? If you explode, I call dibs on your fish.
Have some patience. It's doing something. Bad news. I don't think any of those fish are gonna survive. Wish me a safe journey.
Can hear you brainstorming, Ulrich. It's oddly literal. You know, Hisabeth, there's gentler ways to make an entrance.
Poor fish. I attempted to turn my aquarium into fireproof ceramic to keep it safe, but it looks like it just made it easier to shatter. Wait! Uh-oh, I forgot about this. Luckily, it didn't affect the card itself.
That's a unique design. Thanks. It might make for a nice conversation piece.
Congratulations, Miss Hisabeth. Your results appear more than adequate. Indeed, you have exceeded my expectations.
Is that stuffy office talk for good job? Merci all the same.
Congrats. So does your success here mean my lovely apprentice has a chance to land back on Mother Earth safely?
More than a chance now. Though I'm afraid the adjustments we've made to the process will be impossible to replicate at scale.
Nonetheless, you've convinced me. Your application for delayed evacuation is approved.
But I haven't even submitted it yet.
Well, you may submit it now.
So, that's why you're back here with that torn-up application form? I gotta tell you, it's impressive you managed to piece it back together.
At least I learned something from it. Don't teleport paper products without a protective sheet.
They seem so close to success. I will keep training. I need to stay at my best for our lunch day. I know. I won't push myself too hard. Thanks, Voyager.
We don't have much time left. Remember to rest too while you still can. You should take a day off. Consider it a celebration of our successful experiment.
Actually, I believe Miss Elizabeth already has plans for me. We still have a lot of work to do.
Plans? Yes, that we do. I need to train you to use the monitor. You will have to confirm the final coordinates on the disk and be able to perform the final safety checks before launching. Oh, I think it may be necessary to implement a particular procedure that Ludwig mentioned. A humanitarian vacation.
Allow me. These should be the lost boxes.
Leave them, miss. Just tell us which ones should be moved and we'll take care of them. We all got our own jobs to do.
Will you leave with the others tomorrow? Or are you staying on until the final evacuation?
Our orders are to evacuate to Xeno's nearest base tomorrow. How about you? We were responsible for escorting the last staff members from the Placet's Cosmodrome. That place should be empty now, shouldn't it? An evacuation like this has to be for something big. I'm sure you know better than I do. If you can, miss, find somewhere safe. ASAP.
I'm leaving Manny tonight, just as soon as I help finish with the evacuation. There are fewer troops around now. Have there been any further orders?
Some were sent to clear the roads. There's been more critters blocking the way lately. I guess the others were assigned to an urgent support mission. So it's just the rookies like me left.
Evacuations can be dangerous. A job like this shouldn't be left to new recruits.
You think so? Honestly, I was hoping for a little challenge. But we're soldiers. We follow orders. Do you need a lift?
Thanks, but I'm going back to check on the evacuation. Be safe.
So, this is our humanitarian vacation here? An open mining pit?
You've got it. It's nearby and easy to reach. I can't see a reason why we shouldn't come check it out. The only problem is I got the timing a little off. But just you wait. It won't be long now before the Aurora shows up. We've recruited a great team from Laplace and the Foundation and worked out the kinks of our teleport disk. If we can just manage to collect some useful data, our future could be brighter than any aurora.
I hate to be negative at a time like this, but this is still a big gamble.
But we want big today. Didn't you join us to bring about a better future? Just think. Our achievements on this project could pave the way to a promotion or at least a transfer.
Don't try to butter me up with promotion talk. Anyway, it's bad luck to talk like that right before a mission. Worse than bad luck, it's cliché. Strangers coming together to do great deeds, risking mortal peril for the good of humanity. Now, just before the climax, we'll start talking about their motivations and backstories. All to give the story a twist. When someone bites it in the last act, and then the whole gang is haunted by their last moments of peace together.
Oh, there's a theory about that. What is it called again? Right. Quantum entanglement. Where I'm from, there's a book called 易经 that has a similar idea. That the things we do are mirrored in faraway places.
How are things proceeding? I'm here to perform a final check on the evacuation.
It's going well. We're all ready to leave. It's just these flowers. We thought about planting them somewhere just so we don't need to carry them. But with the soil frozen over.
Flowers?
Yes, you know, from the seeds you gave us. My daughter planted them just for fun, but they really thrived.
Mommy said it's really, really difficult. It's a miracle, Miss, but you and I did it together.
Yes, I suppose it indeed appears miraculous. But how are you going to take them with you? I think it will be a bit too heavy to carry on the road.
We've given away the rest to some of our neighbors. But these are the ones that bloomed the best. It hurts to think we'd just leave them here to die. It's so cold now, and it's getting hard to find food. We know we have to evacuate soon, but no one has told us where we're going or what's next. Despite all the hardship, these seeds you gave us somehow managed to bloom under my daughter's care. Look, they're absolutely radiant. If even these little flowers are ready to fight to survive, how can we give up?
That's true. Thank you. I'm not aware of the local species of flowers here, but I'm certain all the same that these are the most beautiful flowers in Murney. I hope you can find a way to take them with you.
Hey! Am I seeing things? Pointer?
Oh, hey. Weren't you on vacation? Why are you back here with the evacuation team?
Well, I had nothing else to do anyway, and we need all the help we can get. Did you hear? There's still a team at Placid's. Ludwig even approved a delayed evacuation for them. I guess they're planning to stay to the very last moment. Can you believe that?
Ludwig actually approved it. They are going to stay in the Cosmodrome?
Unbelievable, right? That takes a lot of guts. Who would have guessed we had people like that here at Laplace? If you've got time, maybe you should go check on them. See if you can talk some sense into them. Anyway, I have a street of houses to check one by one for stragglers, so I've got to get back to it. Oh, it's freezing cold out there. Don't forget to check the components. I'll catch up with you when we get back to the branch.
Everything is made of atoms. From afar, Mount Taihang is like a grindstone. The Yellow River is like a belt. And all these things are but dust. In other words, maybe the reason why we are here is only a complete coincidence.
Hold it. Let's just get back to the topic at hand. I think I'm allergic to poetry.
Oh, I want to hear the rest. Would you please let him finish?
No way. I think I'd rather take a chance on that lethal backstory cliché. How about you start us off?
Sure, what do you want to know? Are you curious about why I chose our loose yet ambitious team?
Loose yet ambitious. That's a good description. You brought it up, now spit it out, and make it simple.
Maybe I shouldn't have oversold it. I just think you have a good plan. What if this works? What if we do this and it changes the world? And I could be a part of that. It's a tempting thought, don't you think? I just don't want to see another place I hold dear lost to the storm.
So you mean it was for your hometown?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Isn't your homeland still here in this era? Have you just accepted the fact that it will disappear again?
My home isn't in this era. Maybe the names are the same. Same old familiar buildings, but nothing that matters to me. What's gone is gone. Don't feel bad for me, though. Now I have my own portable hometown.
Hey, I always figured you kept that around in case you needed some quick cash. You know, like those pirates that had coin earrings.
Oh, no, my brother said he would kill me if I gave this away. It's meant to be for the last living child, a family heirloom of sorts. If I lost it, I think my family would crawl out of their graves and haunt me. If they had graves. Still, if I was in dire need.
Alia family? No, Voyager. This is not my family. They're new to Nuyaya. These are my friends.
Friends?
You told me that as long as there are living people to remember what has been, that what we're doing will be worthwhile. I've tried to accept that, but I still can't. What has been? It's not just an old building or some candy in a store. It's the place I grew up and the people I love that will be taken away. It's everything in my life. It is my life. I know I must accept it, that I can do nothing but accept it. But how can I ever accept it?
About that.
I don't know. When I heard about my parents' death, I was just stepping onto the bus to Laplace. I felt like I had no time to even think about it. I guess I mistook that for acceptance. After all, there's nothing I could do to change it. Then about 3 months later, I broke my pen while writing a research log. I cried for 40 hours. 40 hours. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm grateful my roommate didn't have me committed.
Was it your parents' pen?
Nah, just an ordinary Laplace office pen. They give them out by the boxload. But back home, when I broke something, my parents would tease me for being careless. And then we would find a new one together. You can't really accept a thing like this. The only thing you can do is put your pain aside and find something to do with yourself. Even if it's just making a ball of tape. Just wrap a ball round and round over and over until you've forgotten what it even looked like inside.
Maybe that is something I can try.
Cool, you should. I'm speaking from experience. You know, when you're young, everything bad seems like the end of the world. Forgetting your homework might as well be the apocalypse.
Are you going home, Mr. Raccoon?
No. I'm heading out for a mission.
Vila said it's a time that you're familiar with, but that you didn't ever plan on going back. I know Vila had another home before she moved to Rayashki. You must have one too. What was it like? Does it snow there?
Yes, it snowed there. So much that it made the trees sag and covered up your footprints as soon as you walked past. When the folk all froze over, my sister and I would go and fish from holes we cut in the ice.
Comrade Pasuno once fell in the ice doing that. We didn't see him at school for weeks.
Playing on the ice can be dangerous, little August. But it's all gone now. No matter the era. Even if I went back to that little dot on the map, it would never be the same.
Like Rayashki.
Just like Rayashki.
Поэтому мы должны выжить. И потом все встанет на круги свои.
Леня, держись. Жизнь — это очень важная вещь. Иди, следуй тому маршруту, который я тебе дал. Никогда не оглядывайся назад.
Being certified as capable for an independent field mission means you're an official Foundation member. Congrats in advance. Most people here use an alias, though it's all up to you. Just make sure you pick a good one. It's not easy to change once it's confirmed.
I see. Thank you for telling me.
Let me check. All right, no problemo. The storm has made everyone's life harder here. The Foundation is always in need of more manpower, and in need of honest men like you, even more so. Welcome to the St. Pavlo Foundation Far East Branch, Mr. Nameday.
You're thinking about something. Missing your home again, yes? It's okay. Vila said as long as we pay attention in class and keep learning, we will be able to rebuild Reashki in the future. We will rebuild it as long as each and every comrade keeps that goal in their mind. And I will never forget. Ты справишься, товарищ Енот.
Большое спасибо, товарищ Август.
Come here, Alia. You can have the best seat.
Oh, I think for now, I'd prefer to be called Kibarina.
Hurry up. You don't get an aurora like this every night. You need those charged particles up there for your arcane skill.
I thought we were here for a vacation.
It can be more than one thing. You do need this, though. Stay calm. Walking in space is definitely going to be easier than walking a tightrope. There's no absolute direction up there. Up or down depends on the reference you choose. In short, there's no falling down.
Tomorrow? No, the day after tomorrow. I'll be up there, drifting above the earth with the stars. I wonder if they'll feel warm to the touch. The night is so cold. Back with the Utreniaya. On nights like this, I would sneak into the pens and sleep beside Masha, the bear cub I took care of. She was so warm to cuddle. And now I'm here huddled with all of you. Oh, sorry. I'm not suggesting you remind me of bears. It just feels safe.
There were times during the coldest winter nights that my siblings and I would cuddle up with the stray dogs to keep ourselves warm.
Hold on. You people don't just hibernate through the winter? You're missing out.
All right, we should head back. We don't want our little astronaut to be too tired.
Hey, you think I don't see what you're doing? You haven't told us your story yet. It's been on my mind since I first got here. Why would you do all this? You don't strike me as the hopeless dreamer type.
I don't? Well, I should make more of an effort to match the stereotype. It's not so dreamy, though. I just want to know the answers. Where do we come from and how things will end? What, not convincing enough? Perhaps you want something more in-depth? Way back when, before all this, Pointer and I were being driven mad by work. We would walk out here and there was something she would say to me.
Language is a tool that permits us to describe how the universe was created and how it will end. Through it, we reflect on our existence.
In order to understand eternity, we must first understand death and impermanence. What do you think? Good impression of her, no? Everyone says it's my best. Tomorrow might be our last free day before the storm. I guess it's fitting then to ask the age-old question. If tomorrow was the last day of your life, what would you do?
Do everything we can, and do my best. Leave no regrets. That's why I have to finish my training. Раз, два, три.
Если это последний день моей жизни, как я могу доказать, что я жила в этом мире? Моим именем? Моими воспоминаниями? Я помню, как меня звали.
Alina Medvedeva, the girl like a bear. You must have a proper stage name for your performance. Kiparina? What do you think? Natalia and I decided on it together. She's a clever one, always reading the latest astrological lectures. It's from a place in the stars. Kuiper, she calls it. Some asteroid belt made of ice. This is because to us, you are a gift from the stars.
Mr. Kozlov, Mrs. Kozlova.
We're leaving tonight. Why all the rush? Let's wait one day later, or maybe two. Why don't we ask that Laplace lady to see Ali again?
I am sure she's too busy. But look, everyone's leaving town. Something must be happening. She'll be safe there. Didn't you hear them say that? Laplace's building will be the last to fall, even if the whole world comes to an end. What we must do then is keep ourselves safe. That way, someday in the future, we will have the chance to see her again, sitting in the audience, clapping for us until her hands are red.
My big bear wants to pretend he doesn't have a heart. I know you miss her as much as I do.
Of course, but I must stay in control of myself. Maybe we can put something on the signboard. A circle, like her space helmet. You know that signboard hasn't been changed since my Dedushka was the ringmaster. What a change it will be.
Yes, and we will add some stars and spaceships. I'll paint them on once we're set up in Moscow. Oh, and don't forget to take down their address so we can send things to her.
You think I didn't do that the minute we came here? Natalia, you're showing so much concern. What happened to my carefree circus wife?
It's just that there's nothing else I can do. We've always been there for her. Now she's alone and far from us. Who will care for her now?
It is how it must be. We cannot be there for her forever. You can't do this your whole life. Audiences come to watch an acrobat fly, but they also come to see if they will fall. Most people would never dare to walk on a tightrope. They pay to see people do the thrilling things that they would never do themselves. But it is a dangerous business. I often wish that you will one day find a safer way to live than this.
Неужели ходить по земле действительно безопаснее? Сколько я проживу? 8 лет, 10, 15. И что потом? Сколько лет мне осталось?
Time never ends. It's a concept, and there are many explanations for it. One suggests that since the whole world is made of particles, including our brains, then our minds too can be calculated, so that everything that's happening or about to happen can be predicted. Past, present, future, all that ever was and is, and ever will be was destined from the moment the universe began. Each moment like a knot on a string that's already been tied. Our lives just moving along a fixed track from birth to death. Then there is another. The theory that none of this is really happening at all. That all perception is illusion. Only the present exists, and only for as long as we are experiencing it. If you ask me to choose, I prefer the first one.
It's not like a tightrope then. When I walk on the rope, I don't see past and future. I only feel what is happening right now. For example, these lights make my palms feel hot and warm, but the stones beneath me are cold.
Cool. Sounds like you favor the second theory. But it doesn't matter which side you're on. There's one thing both have in common. Our existence, whatever you make of it, is just a fleeting moment in time.
But those countless moments string together into eternity. I'm small to the universe, just a person. But I'm a part of Utranyaya, which is bigger than myself. We belong to a people, a country, a planet, and a galaxy. Maybe that's how we share in eternity, by existing as part of it. Each one of us, no matter how small, takes part in creating the universe.
You got it. When we learn all the rules that govern our universe, we'll be able to predict all that is to come. We'll be able to survive without superstition and fear of the unknown.
Выжить. Это легче сказать, чем сделать. А что, если у нас завтра не получится? Шторм смоет все, что мы здесь сделали, и все, что я когда-нибудь могла бы знать. И все, что останется — запись, хранящаяся в пыльном кабинете Foundation. И если так, я надеюсь, однажды они вспомнят обо мне, поднимут глаза в небо и скажут: «Смелый, молодой космонавт однажды ходил среди звезд». И она, Алина Медведева, сделала этот выбор сама.
Children grow up, adults grow old, and then we die. So what's the use in worrying? All that matters is our Alia will be safe.
Mr. Kozlov, you should have already left. The longer you wait to leave, the more dangerous it will be.
Is there something wrong, then? We are ready to go, as you can see. We're all packed up.
No, nothing to be concerned with for now. But we need you to follow the evacuation notice for your safety. Keep your passes with you. You may need to show the soldiers on the road ahead. And please take care. The snowfall is getting heavier.
Sure, but if you don't mind my asking, is Alia all right? How is she? How is her training? Sorry, it's just... I know that she's a good girl, but I'm afraid she'll push herself too much. She's always been so diligent.
You have nothing to worry about. Kipperina is a very disciplined and intelligent young woman. We've been most impressed with her work. I believe that she could have a very promising future with Laplace.
Promising? I knew it. My Alia is a promising candidate for Laplace. When we first found her in Murmansk, she was just an orphaned babe. And now, see how wonderful she has become.
I believe I understand. Time really does fly, doesn't it?
Thank you for telling me about her. I've wanted to pay her a visit, but I don't want to bother her. And I also don't think she wants to see an old man cry. But if you say she is doing well, this is enough for me. But I must ask, miss, why are you still in town? Aren't you going to be busy with the launch soon?
I'm here to see if we missed anything.